Oops, that's not what I wanted. No, I don't want the main menu. Or not the main menu, the tutorial. Anyways, welcome. It is that time again. It is Sunday. Sunday. I get the feeling that Limbus is being captured. Sure do hope that the sound is being captured properly. Yeah, whatever. Pinata. Anyways, some days have passed since the last time we spoke. Let's see. You know, I still think it's crazy that like this Carmelo Anthony guy is still getting fucking defended, even though the shit's over. 35 years in prison. I still think it's insane that people are still on his side just because the color of his skin is the same. Some real tribalism shit here. Some real monkeys together, stay strong. Monkeys together strong. Really, like actually, like what the fuck? Okay. You know what? What? Some real monkeys together strong type shit. It's very, very disheartening that so many black people, not all of them, but so many of them are such idiots. That we can't have like actual conversation. I think it's a shame. They give up entire conversations just because the skin color is the same. And I think it's just so stupid. You know, why give in to the fucking race bait? So your mom starts murdering people just because it's funny, or she starts eating like flesh, for example, you know, just to name a few like egregious things. Like what would happen if your own flesh and blood, your son kills your wife? Would you still stick up for them? What if they started committing unforgivable crimes? Would you still forgive them? Like, at what point do you admonish someone of the same color? You know? You have to wonder what goes on in the minds of these, like, racists. These people who will literally betray everybody just because someone else's color is, like, the same. You know? What is going on? I hate this fucking thing, but you know, it's okay. Like what, how much abuse can they take before their belief shatters? How much do you think it, you know, let's put it like this. Why would they stand up for people that would also betray them in half a heartbeat? Why would they do that? These people would betray them in a heartbeat. But they would stand for them because they are not white. Okay. So would they stand for Chinese people because they're yellow? Makes sense? No? Not white. What classifies as white? Like, to them, they think, like, black people, being black is just, like, enough to be defended, but, like, then what happens to yellow people? Do they get a free pass? Or are they just also, like, fucked because they're, like, close enough, you know, close enough to white? What happens to that? How do you make these rules? Who gets passes and who doesn't? It's just this, like, obnoxious, like... Ow. It's just this obnoxious, like... Again, all these, like, weird purity tests. And what happens if, like, it's just, like, a black person, but, like, they don't look physically black? Because, like, you know... they could be, like... What do you call it? Related to a black person. What if it's a lawyer who helped out, like, helped out a black person at one point? You know? What then? What then? Like, what if it was a lawyer who helped you out of a case? Do you grant him a free pardon? Like, he one of the homies now? Okay, I'm really scared of this pit. What I'm saying is it's just really hard to determine what factors count you as quote-unquote black. It's such an artificial thing when you can just straight up just rely on, like, the facts and logic of the case. Right? Just say this guy, he fucking murdered someone. No other qualifiers necessary. That guy murdered someone. Can we prosecute him to the full extent of the law? Sucks. 3K gone because stupid traffic light. Okay. It's clear I can't do this. I literally cannot fucking do this. So I will just stand this up and do it the way I've always done it. I've always done it like this, standing. I don't know, I think Carmelo Anthony's, like, fucking situation's stupid. I think his parents are stupid. I think the black community's primarily stupid. I think it's a waste. Waste of probably perfectly good people, and there goes my fucking... Aw. Couldn't get that traffic light to stand up for the life of me because my strength is so high. Ironically, having high strength actually ruined me there. What? Oh, cool. What the fuck? Can I, like... Can I... Ow. Oh. Ow. Keep forgetting I have to fucking jump. Speaking of which, there was another black incident that happened, you know, when one has it not ever happened. So let's talk about another black incident, aside from Carmelo Anthony being so you know, distraught and, you know, awful and, you know, qualifiers. Hello, chill. So black incidents, like say, let's take a look at a recent incident where a black man was shot by another black man. Crazy, I know, when has there not ever been black on black violence, but you know, these guys will stand up for each other because, you know, the skin color is, you know, the same. Because, you know, that's enough to qualify for free protections from everybody. So, when this guy got fucking shot, this black guy got shot, 50 fucking black NPCs crowded around this guy like fucking seagulls around fries. Dropped fries, you know? Fries on a boardwalk. Not joking. I'm not joking. These guys were like, call the ambulance, call the ambulance. Someone help him. I'm his cousin, I'm his cousin. I'm his mom, I'm his mom. Come call the ambulance, call the ambulance. And they were fighting the police. They were fighting the fucking police. They were fighting the people who were going to save their family member. No joke, these people are literally NPCs, non-playable characters. These guys will literally sit in the way of your fucking mission because they're too fucking stupid. Dude, if this isn't a wake-up call to like how fucking stupid some of these people are, note that one of them was like, yo, so I parked my car here. Can I get that anytime soon? This is a crime scene. Oh, okay, I understand. And you know, that was cool. That was actually like a cool black dude moment. That guy, like, he understood. He didn't fight the police. That was crazy. But like, the rest of the black people who were crowding him, the 3 other people who like started like punching the fucking officers, like the fucking 2 women who jumped another female officer, literally jumping a female officer. What is happening? Why are you fighting the officers? It's the police, go fight them, go fight them. Fucking brawler type fucking nincompoops. No, nothing but like fucking fist fights. These guys are like trying to fucking save someone, and you're in the fucking way talking about I'm the cousin, I'm a cousin, I'm his mom, I'm his mom. I didn't do nothing. Yo, my bad, bro, my bad. My bad, bro, my bad. Yeah, you're bad. Maybe you should fucking get the fuck away before. Maybe you should stand away from the corpse. Or at least he was alive before, you know, he was alive like 10 seconds ago, but you know, you should stand away from the fucking dying man before it becomes a problem, because he was alive at some point, but his cousin and his mom and the rest of the fucking black community were just crowding over him like fucking, what the fuck? Respect to the guy who just wanted his car, right? Because like he was just being fucking reasonable. He's like, you know, I just kind of want my car, and you know, if I can't get it, it's okay. I'll come back later. Thanks, man. And it's just like, holy shit, the most reasonable black person I've ever fucking seen. And the rest of the black people were literally black looping. And if you don't know this, like, black people are not even just black people. Let's just call it low IQ people, because white people do it too. Chinese people do it too, right? Right. So low IQ people in particular, and it's just a really like strong common trait in black people. Oh boy, I wonder why. People are gonna call me racist for this, but it's really, really common. And when you notice it, it's just like, bro, how do you not call this out? These guys will literally repeat the same line and hope that something different happens. They're like NPCs going through recycled code. You know, like how when you talk to like a Pokemon NPC and like he's like, the Pokemon Center is 10 paces south. You can heal your Pokemon over there. Pokemon Center's 10 paces south. You can heal your Pokemon over there. It's that. It's literally that. He only has one line of dialogue. Unfortunate, you know? He's like a Skyrim NPC. For the Nodes! Skyrim belongs to the Nodes. And they'll like crowd around the... It's like fucking Team Magma... No, not Team Magma. Team Aqua at the fucking aquarium. It's literally that. Those dumb fucks are like fucking Team Aqua. For the joke, I literally cannot say like, you know, the words that belong to them, you know. But you know what I mean. Just use your imagination. Use the words that belong to them as the, you know, the team. That's how fucked up it is. It's just like, dude, these guys are literally fucking... They are literally comparable to these like fucking dumbass NPCs. And they started fucking throwing fists, choking out officers just because, like, hell nah, they're the police. Get the police. Call the ambulance. Fight the ambulance. Call the ambulance. Call the ambulance. I'm like spitting all over my fucking legs. You know, I sit up like when I play games and I'm streaming, I like to sit like with my legs curled up to my fucking chest. I'm spitting all over my fucking chest, my legs. Call the ambulance. Not a single thought in their fucking mind. Must be nice. Guys, gotta call the ambulance. Have you ever watched those police body cams where they arrest someone? It's just people repeating the same thing over and over. Started, I'ma finish it. Started, I'ma finish it. Started, I'ma finish it. Because I watch Asmongold, I've seen so many fucking police body cams in the latest like fucking last week. It's crazy how fucking retarded these people are. Just fucking... Could you believe it if I said you could get a lighter sentence if you didn't resist arrest? No? And this guy's like probably fucking black looping. Call my mom! Call my mom! Call my mom! Call my... What does she have to do with this? Call my mom! Okay, well, you see, if you're not cooperating, you know, you're just gonna land yourself in hotter water. Call my mom! Okay, see. Okay, so the suspect is unwilling to negotiate or work with police. No shame. We could have really negotiated your sentence down. Call my mom! Uh-huh. It's like a Pokemon. Call my mom! Okay. Okay, I see. Okay. What's that? Your name is call my mom? Resisting arrest. Like I know that cops like to like joke about like black people resisting arrest because you know that's literally their entire personality. But like, not to say that I'm not saying that not to say that cops' entire personality are, you know, about resisting arrest. I fucking hate this boombox. But let's be real. From all the fucking body cams that the liberals literally told the police to have. That's right, the entire body cam system is literally because of fucking liberals. The same liberals are being betrayed by their own fucking systems. Could you not? Thank you. But yeah, a black man died because he was shot in the throat, and first responders couldn't get to them. And, you know, I was discussing this with a friend of mine, and I said, you know, it's a shame because that first responder was just like such a saint. I would have handled that so differently. I would have like fucking thrown fists, dude. I would have been like, dude, this guy is dying and you're getting in my fucking way. You're literally the last thing this guy needs. Get the fuck out of my way before I add another body to the crime scene. I'll be dropping bodies because your fucking fat ass won't fucking understand what the fuck it means to step away. Step away. This is a crime scene. Step away. That guy is a saint. But to be honest, who wouldn't be a saint? Who would not be a saint if you saw 50 black people hovering over a fucking soon-to-be corpse? Like, literally ravens, crows, vultures, over a literal corpse. Dude, black community, you gotta step your shit up because you guys are fucking retarded. You guys are killing each other. You guys are literally preventing each other from finding first aid. You guys are retarded beyond belief. I hope you know that you guys should separate each other. Separate from the fucking retards who will literally kill you over, like, your fucking Yeezys. I mean, I don't think I need to say that. There's a reason why fucking black people, the moment they get money, they move out of the fucking hood. Because it's the hood. Well, why don't you live with white? You know, it's like the same thing. It's the same, like, argument as, like liberals like to pose. Like, you know, I would let an immigrant into my country. Okay, so would you let them live with you? Nah. Okay, so you wouldn't provide them free shelter, even though you would let everyone else provide free shelter for them. Yeah, that's about right. And then people are like, that's not the argument proposed. Well, no, the argument proposed is letting immigrants into their country, right? And home is, you know, my country. If it isn't obvious enough, you know, I believe my country is my home, and I don't think it would be right to let them into my country. Crazy, I know, but you know, it's just crazy the things that the liberals are allowed to say because they either take things too literally or they're unable to parse information because they miss the forest for the trees. I've been using this, like, saying a lot more often lately, but, like, media literacy has been such a problem lately that, like, that you'll have people who will miss the point completely. Okay, I won't go there. I see your point. I won't go there. I don't think it's worth wasting my bullets on some fucking 500 HP piece of garbage. But, you know what I mean? Like, these people will literally miss an entire point just because they think you're offending them or because they're too busy getting offended to make a conversation, you know? They'll look for, like, the... Ow, fuck off! I'm talking! Liberal detected. Fucking instantly got into fisticuffs before I could even explain myself. Probably gonna call me sexist because I called out, like, maybe 80% of modern white women. Like, these women are so quick to arms because they've never been punched in their life before. And it shows because oftentimes... Okay. I used to give these guys the oh god. Nope. I blew up because I pet the dog. Bitch. I hope she doesn't come back wanting my fucking flesh and blood. Anyways, what? I used to be the type of guy to brawl anybody, girl or not. I used to be but like the issue here is like I can't be a guy who brawls anybody because fucking. And this is talking about like my high school years and my my elementary years. I would brawl anybody. But the issue here is like, you know, I can't do that because one, that would actually fucking be life ruination at this point. And also, it's not like anybody ever took my side whenever I brawled them because they were fucking dickheads. but I'm just saying, I would be, you know, I would be, let's just say I'm willing to put them in their place, if so to say. If there was like a need for an enforcer, I would probably be down. You know, even though my skin would probably fucking kill me first, but you know, I'd be down. It's just fucking unbelievable though, like the fucking gall of some fucking black people. I'm his mom, I'm his mom, I'm his mom. I'm his mom to these nuts. Nice reaction. I hope the Hulk doesn't come after me. It's the Hulk. It's the Hulk! Come back. Okay, whatever. Why won't you fight? I'll throw hands against the dog. Just, look, you threw hands first, I'm gonna fucking throw hands next. That's not fair, dude. You know what? Like, if they wanted to save that black dude, you know, these doctors and engineers and shit. Ooh, it's doctors and engineers and shit. Right? You would have probably wanted to stand out of the way. Not like they would fucking know what that means. Considering they were just too busy black looping, I'm his mom, and standing in the way. Very cool. Do you want to jump over the gap? Nice. I missed. Imagine that knocked me out, and then fucking sent me into the pit as well. Highly possible, by the way. That is one of the realities that I foresaw. Just within that split second. I don't want to go in there. Ooh, it's Kangs and shit. What's that sound? I feel like an hour has passed. I'm assuming nobody else wants to join. There it's saying equal rights, equal fights. Perfect. Yeah, perfect depiction of whatever the fuck is happening today. Or perfect depiction of whatever I want to change for today. For the modern day. Just start throwing hands. With every fucking gender. It literally does not matter. She starts throwing fucking fists just because she doesn't think that she'll get punched. Show her she's wrong. Put her in the dirt. Put her in the dirt. Show her what it means to be a sigma, an alpha male. No, I'm not talking about be a fucking wife beater, but I'm talking about retaliation with appropriate force. Because if you won't teach her a lesson, someone more ruthless will. If you care about your daughter, if you care about your wife, you should teach her that lesson ASAP. Because if you don't, someone else will. If you don't put hands on her first, someone else will. You know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. Why am I so injured? Is that 100 damage? Almost. It's like 90 HP, Jesus. There's a reason at some point, Kazuma was my favorite profile pic to go to. You know, of Konosuba. That guy knew what he wanted, and he threw equal fights. And women will say, you know, like the counter to the equal fights, equal rights thing is like, you know, women will say that we don't have equal rights, so you can't vote. So this is like 1950s. You can't speak, so like we're like, what? We're in the Middle East? Is that so? I didn't know that. I wasn't aware we were in the Middle East. Alright, starting from now, you can't speak. But now I won't have to fight you because your bitch ass won't be yapping. Your fucking gums won't be flapping and I won't have to fucking punch you for saying the most retarded shit ever. Good thing. Why didn't you just say that earlier? Why didn't you just say that you were in the Middle East earlier? You know, I would have forgiven you so just like that, you know? That's crazy. It's crazy, you know? Like, you could have saved yourself this beatdown if you just said that we were in the Middle East or we were in the 1950s. How times have changed. Oh, the gender pay gap exists! Okay, and you do what exactly at your job? Oh, so you literally sit around, you make TikToks? Okay. You make OnlyFans content? Uh-huh. You know, as they say, you go, girl. Yes, girl, slay. Yes, girl, slay. Get that bag, girl. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you whore yourself out for that fucking money. Drop the dignity and everything. Unbelievable. The lengths of depravity you will fall to before you understand that you have absolutely truly lost everything. Well and truly fucking fatherless woman. Raised in an age where all the men are too pussy to fucking put their foot down against their daughters. Literally, like, this would be solved if their fathers were proper fathers. You know, just like, if their fathers just did what they needed to do. But instead, we were raised in a liberal age where men were pussyfooting around doing anything. Oh, this might be perceived as racist, or I might... Literally, I believe there were several cases where liberal women, or at least the daughters of liberal families, would accuse the fathers of sexually assaulting their daughters. Why? Because that's what they learned in fucking liberal school. You know, whatever that fucking means. They learned to fucking accuse people of crimes, life-altering crimes. Whether or not they did it is a, you know, a different subject for debate. These people are fucking animals. And if you don't do anything about them, well, you know, you're only gonna get problems. I feel like I'm screaming half the time. Well, actually, you know what? Hold on. Is my voice, like, way too quiet? It feels like it's too quiet sometimes. Like, I was looking at the recordings, and shit was, like, quiet. I don't know. I think liberal liberal extremism has been a mistake. Filters. I have a +6 decibel filter on my fucking voice. So let's add 0.3. Maybe there will be a little difference there. Hi. I missed. Ow, what the fuck? Why the hell is the duck after me? I'll teach you. Really? People are gonna be like, you're missing because you're not shooting him directly, and I'm like, yeah, that's how the gun works. The gun doesn't do direct. Believe it or not, like, the gun is unable to do direct. You have to aim slightly above the reticle, so if I wanted to shoot this cash bag, I would have to aim here. That's fucking crazy. What is that lock on? Don't do that. Do not play soccer with my balls. You know what? Bring this with me. Cool. You know what? I'll bring this down while I'm at it. Put this here. Give me the fucking drone. I know this open area is gonna be a fucking problem if I leave it here. Easy peasy. Nice. What are some other things I want to talk about? I'm having a hard time, like, remembering the last few things I did before I went on stream. All I remember was looking at that fucking police footage of, like, of a bunch of fucking black people. I know I can't fucking think of anything else. My mind is black looping, hello. Not surprising, I'm literally an NPC. Oh yeah. You know, before someone calls me the next Hitler, allow me to explain myself. I do believe eugenics is like a universal good for humanity. But the issue here is how to do it. The issue here is always, like, the details. The devil's in the details, right? So, you know, like, you just get rid of defects in genetics by, like, ripping out the defects in the gene pool, right? Cool. Easier said than done, though, because now you're gonna have to get, like, a professional human breeder and, like, you know, someone who controls all of these factors and, like, segregates bad genes from the good genes. What's considered a bad gene? Well, it could be as simple as literally race. You know, that let's talk about Hitler, right? Like, but that's the thing. If we don't talk about race and talk about, like, say, ooh, I don't know, like, you know, the conditions that Stephen Hawking had, like physical defects, like, you know, like a bunch of the like fucking physical defects that a lot of like Indian children typically have. You know, you see them born with like 10 arms, and they're like, oh my god, it's the descent of Shiva. It's Shiva, our god. Oh my god. And it's totally not a fucking birth defect from, like, I don't know, inbreeding or some shit. I don't know if inbreeding can be bred out. I'm pretty sure it can't be. But, my point here is like, if it's a birth defect from, not from inbreeding, we should be able to do something about it. You know? Can you, like, fucking get in? But people people are so fucking dumb that nowadays eugenics has been twisted to be heavily associated with Hitler, and that, like, we've lost all the conversation around proper control of eugenics because there are people like Hitler, you know? We can't actually have a conversation about eugenics without talking about Hitler. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing, I guess, at some point, in some parts, because, you know, there is a conversation to be had about the person who's controlling the eugenics. Like, how do you selectively breed what genes? Who is doing this, right? Who's controlling these variables? And how do you know that they're not going to breed more servile people? More, like, retarded people? How do you know they're not going to breed more retarded people? They might be more physically fit and have less defects in their genetics. But how do you know they're not going to be more retarded? Right? How do you know that you're not going to make, like, a perfect regime, the perfect dictatorship with this? Right? It's really easy to, because, you know, such details are privy to the breeder. So how do you avoid that? You can't. Because then, okay, so look at it like this. You can always train someone, right, to breed, like, selectively. Right? And if it's not, like, the official breeder, they'll kill that guy and put in a different breeder. Or maybe, you know, nobody will know, right? Like, what if it's what if it's like a government breeder, and like, and then, like, we replace it with, like, a Chinese, like, spy, right? Remember when we used to fucking hate the Chinese? I'm Chinese myself, but, like, remember when we used to hate the Chinese because the Chinese hated the Americans? What happened to that? Can we go back to hating China? Because hating the Jews is literally fucking dumb. Israel doesn't very much have any power. Except for Netanyahu. That guy's a fucking sociopath. Can we, like, also get rid of that guy, too? If possible, can we get, like... Can we reinstate someone else? Can we reinstate someone else as, like, the fucking vice, whatever the fuck Netanyahu does? Aside from, you know, suggest war crimes. Because, you know, that guy does nothing but war crimes. I think it's crazy that, like, fucking people will say, oh, yeah, the Jews. Anyways, eugenics. Let's talk about eugenics again. Because, like I said, eugenics would be a net benefit if we had someone that we could trust to do it. Rather than someone who will breed servile retards or make, like, you know, less fucking, you know, less of this race, like Hitler's, right? It would be a net benefit if we could get reliable breeders. But that's not possible because, like all the reasons I said, you can't. It's just not possible. Why not, you stupid bastard? Well, it's because, you know, again, people can replace them. People can be killed. People can be, you know, bought out. It's just not as simple as, you know, Man, I sure do hope, I can find someone who will breed humans properly. You know, it's not as easy. Imagine if Stephen Hawking didn't have, like, physical defects, you know? Imagine if he wasn't fucking wheelchair-ridden. Could you imagine? It's like, it doesn't stop him from doing, you know, all the things that any other normal human would. And, you know, if we got rid of those physical defects, he could do more. He could do more if we didn't have, like, fucking genetic defects. He could do so much more.
Oh, so you're disabled. You're ableist.
Yeah, I am. Because being mobile is a privilege. And I don't like it when I have to, when you have to, like, build so much around handicap. And, you know, it spends so much time and money and effort, and a lot of people are in pain because of it. Like, the handicap people are in pain because of it. People want to fucking guilt trip me with that shit, miss me with it. Literally. Again, eugenics would be good if you could control it. But you can't. It's not possible. Human greed, human lust, human wrath, all of it is in the way. You can't have nice things because of fucking human traits. It's just so it's just impossible. Perfect eugenics is about as fucking stupid as communism. That's how amazing eugenics could be. If eugenics worked in, like, a perfect world, you know, we wouldn't have to have, like, retarded ass shit going on, and I'm like, you know, we do. Unfortunately, that's just the reality of it. Think about it. You know, you can't fucking have communism because it doesn't work unless if it were in, like, applied in a perfect reality. But it's not, because, like, in communism, only the leaders get, like, 80% of the fucking goods, and, like, the lower people get 20%. Right? It's always greed. It's always greed. It's always something. You can't have nice things. Growing up is realizing that Hitler was right at some point. Growing up is realizing that there are some things that you have to do that sound bad that are better for, like, everybody else. They only sound bad on paper. They're just... It's just like fucking... blah, blah. But, you know, everybody's just gonna say, oh, but Hitler did this, Hitler. You're so fucking afraid of Hitler that you won't even let the possibilities become a conversation.
Because Hitler is bad.
Yeah, I know. Everybody knows Hitler was bad. We're not saying murder fucking more like Jews. I'm saying fucking... Can we, like, breed defects out like we bred, like, servility into fucking dogs? Like, you know, pugs? Can we breed, like, fucking... Can we make less pugs in the human race, so to speak? Fuck! Like, that would be peak, I'd think, you know? Oh, cool. I missed. I won't miss again. Oh, shit. Lol. Like, we could easily breed out pugs. But, like, again, I will say it again so that everybody understands. I'll say it for the people in the back, the retards who want to make me out to be the villain, people who want to say that he's Hitler. Pugs, quote unquote, is subjective and can be easily misused, and I understand that, which is why I'm not saying that it should be done. I'm saying that because pugs are subjective, we can't do it. Like, what if we wanted to breed out Chinese people? We could do that. Okay, what is up with the fucking angry British men who want to shoot me in the head? Ow. I am not playing games. Ow! My fucking pistol shot me. How it feels to be American. Where'd my pistol go? The corner. Can you not shoot me, please? In the middle of something? Like, if I didn't get shot by the old man, I got shot by myself. It's crazy. I've seen reports that they are actually working to fix pug noses at certain breeders. That's cool. I hope that they're successful. Because, it's awful. I think it's awful that they get skin infections. They have trouble breathing. They're just like me, for real, you know? I hate it. I hate having shitty skin. I hate having, like, all these random defects. I hate being, like, what could possibly be autism or ADHD? Who fucking knows? You know? I do fucking do a flip. Do a flip! Like, I hate having skin defects. I hate having, like, I hate not being able to live my life, but having to, like, fucking wrestle with skin issues because, like, oh, lol, you know, your skin flared up. Time to not sleep again. And people will never understand what it feels like to be someone who's fucking pissed off at themselves. And they're like, oh, but, you know, you just work through it. You just work through it, you know? Just, like, get used to it. There's no getting used to it if your fucking life turns to normal, like, maybe, like, a day after, and then maybe, like, a month later, your fucking skin is killing you because it overreacted to pollen. Normal people don't understand that the leisure they have, the leisure they have that they're afforded, you know? You know, that's why, you know, if it means less people who have less fucking diarrhea skin like me, good. Good.
Oh my god, you're actually handicappist. You're ableist. Oh my god, he wants to kill all wheelchair people.
No, I'm saying people like me should probably have their, like, maybe breeding rights removed, like, you know, just to help improve the future lives of people. I know it sucks for me, people like me, like, I'm not gonna be getting any I'm not gonna have any children. Let's be honest, I'm probably not gonna have any children just by fucking basis of how fucking unemployed I am, but, like, I still think it's awful that, like, we can't do things for the better of everybody just because Hitler ruined it, and now we can't have a conversation about it. Way to fucking go, Hitler. You ruined it for everybody else. Fuck you, Hitler. And you know what's awful is that, like, I'll probably lose a... Yo, what's up, Golden? More recent development of the shrunken nose, but the more progressive breeders are using more select pugs or crossing them with other dogs like Jack Russell Terriers. I have no idea what that could mean. Sorry. That sounds cool, but it doesn't, the sentence doesn't mean anything to me. Might actually hop on VC today. Finally got Discord set up. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe I will hop into VC because, I'm hoping to not be doing repo for too long because... What the fuck? Leave me alone. Freaks. Hoping not to do repo too long because, there's a bunch of people, or there's nobody here, I should say. So I'm just gonna, like, do something else, like, I don't know. I want to go shopping, because, you know, it'll give me a chance to, like, walk outside again, and people will be like, what happened to your job? Well, my volunteer job expired. There's no more to do. Go home. That guy's fucking dead. Go home, the job's done. Didn't last long. It was not even as fun as people, like... It was not as fun as people may have described it to be. Which was the most disappointing part. It was literally, like, menial tasks hey, could you tie this guy's shoelaces but like 8 million times? Oh sure, no problem. Okay, goodbye now. You'll have your hours on the website. That's not gonna even amount to anything. You wasted my fucking time. I wasted $3 to get here, to work for you, and you're gonna get me to fucking tie someone's shoelaces 8 million times? Really? I could be worth so much more to your company if you fucking didn't have me tie someone else's shoelaces for 8 million things, but you know, whatever. I guess Chinese sweatshop today. Just played TF2, honestly? Golden, you sound retarded. Have you ever seen the state of TF2? Every single time I try to get on a TF2 stream, all that happens is I get matched into a stomp for like 3 hours, and maybe I might get into like a powerhouse match, and I'm like, wow, a powerhouse match. Crazy. Can I like play a different map? Because like I've been playing powerhouse my entire life, and I don't think I want to play powerhouse anymore. No, sorry, powerhouse all day. And then I'm like fucking called retarded for not liking TF2, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm sure everybody likes seeing Powerhouse for the 80th time or Harvest for like the 60th time. I'm not playing Powerhouse. I would like to play Upward, but like with real players and players that won't like fucking headshot me instantaneously because I spawned weird. You know. Elden Ring, I'm not gonna play with you anyway. I'm not gonna play Elden Ring either, because I'm not good at Elden Ring. And also, like, fucking... I just got finished with, like, 4 different mods. Like, Convergence. I played, what do you fucking call it? Reforged. I played, Graceborn. I played, like, all the fucking mods, and then, like... It was just, like, It was Elden Ring, that's for sure. You'll finally have somebody to talk to other than a chat that uses you as a background noise. But if you scroll up, Chill's been here, and like I don't mind it if people use me as background noise. Like what? That's like the entire point of it's the entire point of my stream, because I do some like really menial shit. Everybody knows streamers are used for background noise because literally... Okay, so like what? 20%, usually 20% of a viewer's fucking streams, or chatters, I guess, are the people who are paying attention. And then like the 80% have my stream in the background. That's okay, because you know, people are people. You have things to do, you have things that you might want to do more. Good for you. You know, I'm not gonna fucking police you on what you need to do, because that's fucking retarded. Right? Freedom to the people. I literally have never had an issue with people being, you know, having me as, like, their background. But if they're gonna ask stupid questions, like, what are you doing? Like, when it's, like, in the title, I'm just gonna hit you with a ban. You know? Anyways. There's repo for today. I'm going to go shopping, and when I come back, if I come back, we'll see about doing other things. Alright, take care.